Move. Go someplace else. Nobody's gonna listen to this.
The wall?
Actually, we're gonna do the opposite. Go. Out. Go get your father. Oh, he's not out. He's in that room. Peter! I can't do this dog. Fletcher, go get him. Go. Go get him. Go get him.
Oh, this is your portrait.
Go get him. Go. So we try to make it one way. Last time we had a line down the street. Mm-hmm. And so I'll have one docent here greeting people and just deciding as people can come in. Mm-hmm. And they can go, and I'll have notes just so that you can kind of have like points, because people will ask you about things.
I have that printed out.
Yeah. And then I have docent notes from last time too. Mm-hmm. And then I'll show you. So they have, so like this had to be repaired because we couldn't powder coat it, but all the outside siding we took off in little 6-inch pieces, and then we had it carefully labeled them, and then we had them sandblasted and powder coated to be the exact same original color, as well as the grits. So all these got sandblasted and powder coated. And then this is the original door, but like this we couldn't sandblast and powder coat because it's filled with paper, and you can't do that or it will burn. So we bondoed it and painted it to match it to this color. But this is all original. Like all this is aluminum. This is all aluminum. I cleaned this like 100 times.
Oh wow!
So like this is like the lighter version of you. Out. Go. You go this way. Go. You can. We'll go back around that direction.
Okay.
So we're gonna end the tour here. We'll tape this off right here, so people will come in this way and they'll go out the courtyard.
Okay.
So, but like you'll see, like these are the original toe kicker. Like I call them toe kickers, but these are the original aluminum outlets that we had rewired, and these are all the original. Like this is the original commercial grade aluminum outlets. So these are all here, and then. Originally, this went through to the other side. The house is exactly symmetrical, but we closed this off. Yeah, he came and snuck out.
All right, well, peace.
Okay, I'll let him. If he barks, I'll come grab him. But I wanted a martini. This is the martini lounge. So I wanted a martini.
I've heard on your YouTube videos about the
martini lounge. So
I wanted to see, what does that mean, martini lounge?
It just really means it's like a cozy sitting area.
Really beautiful. Oh my God!
Yeah, this is my leather gout hippo. He usually is over there, but he's over here because these are all stuff for the house we're working on in Rebecca. These will all be out of here this week. And then these I got at this really cool place called Joe Retro's in Maryland. People will ask you about these; they constantly do. This was an old soda syrup factory, and they found a warehouse filled with these boxes of these soda syrup jars, and I got a case of them.
All right.
This table is it's called a double barrel rosewood table, and I got this from the original homeowners and had it redone. And then the chairs, the Saarinen chairs, I also got redone. They were mildewing in the carport with
what are those?
They're called Saarinen chairs. Shush. It's a Knoll Saarinen chair. And so these were the original homeowners, and we I went down and got new Knoll fabric from their fabric closet and had them refinished by Daniel Donnelly, and then there were 6 of them. And then this will all be, I had to have it photographed last week, so I had all this stuff in weird places. This is an original piece of art that was the homeowners, and I bought them from the original homeowners here. So, and then this is like the record player.
Is there anything significant about the artist or anything you want to talk about?
You know, it's like Mansfield is his name. I don't know who it was. It's been hanging here since the early 70s.
Oh wow! So the original owners who sold you the house, they've owned it since they had it.
They're original homeowners, so they've had it since. The house sat empty for about 3 years, and they've had it since like about 1960.
Amazing.
And then so the original homeowners, we bought that piece from them. And then this is an addition. So this brick wall was originally here. But this part is an addition to extenuate the thing. So this is a cypress ceiling. We haven't touched it. It's original. So you can see at some point somebody tried to clean it or fix it. But we haven't touched it here. We've kept it.
So in one of your YouTube videos, you talked about the ceiling versus the foil versus the aluminum. Can you talk a little bit about the ceiling?
So it's an original aluminum roof, and it's the original ceiling, but there's no insulation in between. And the only insulation they had was like almost like an aluminum foil. It looks like, and when you touch it, because we scoped it, it just crumbles. So there's really no insulation between these two pieces. So that doesn't make for the best insulation. So we ended up, this was like a bad linoleum floor with like these carpet inserts. So we pulled all that up, and then we heated the floor and poured concrete on it.
Wow.
So I wouldn't do it again. I don't like them, but
You don't like which part about the heating?
I
or-
love the heated floor. I don't like the concrete floors. They crack. Concrete cracks. You can see
Oh.
they stain and they crack. And so they've all concrete cracks. So I wouldn't do that again. That's like the one decision I wouldn't do again. So this house originally had 12 sets of sliding glass doors, 6 on this side and 6 on the other. And these 2 doors did not open. There were 2 in here. And what we learned from the other Alcoa houses is that there was a little bit of a sag here. So they solved it, some of the other Alcoa, by putting a beam across, and we didn't want to do that.
That's
So,
a very long beam.
yeah, it would be a beam across from here. So we ended up just making them fixed panel because we knew we were gonna have a dining room table here anyway. So now the weight holds through these windows and it holds through this beam. So we didn't have to add a beam across the top. So, and then we did 12-foot sliding glass doors on each side. So more than likely, just based on weather, these will be open
Okay.
during the day. It's just easier for people just to keep them open, like not even screen doors, because they'll walk through the screen doors. Everybody walks through them.
Yeah.
So we'll just leave them open, and then whoever's here last will just lock up. And then that way they can kind of come in and outside of the...
Are people allowed
Yeah.
to take pictures on the grass with the
They can
alcohol?
do whatever they want to do. So
Okay.
usually they're up. Peter just was doing the...
Okay.
It'll look beautiful when it's
It looks
ready
beautiful.
for it. So this originally had rice wallpaper. We added rice wallpaper back into it again. There's a really cool picture that's in the other room, and that will be hanging here. But we just have to hang it this week. So
Beautiful portrait of you.
thank you. The same man who did the house portrait did that. He's a relative of Peter. He's married to a relative, and he's a famous.
When you say
portrait.
house portrait, what does that mean?
You'll see it in the other house. So in
Okay.
the last tour, he came here and he stood in the driveway and he painted the house live. And he did the house portrait. This year, he's not going to do that. He's in Dubai. So this year, we're going to do the magazine for the Better Homes and Garden. That's going to be on easels going down the driveway. Because there'll probably be a line.
That would be
as
so
people come
fun.
in, they'll be able to see that. So, oh, be quiet. Fletcher, you can go someplace else. So this is not original to the house. These pieces are, and all this is original to the house, like all the aluminum and the trim and the walls. But this kitchen had been redone sometime in the '90s, so we tore it down. It was in terrible shape. And there is, I'll probably do this on the counter. This gives you an example of just some of the work that was done in this. So every one of these little aluminum pieces had to come off in the house. Every one had to be labeled. Then once the concrete floor came on, they all had to be cut because now my concrete floor
was higher,
It
yes.
was higher. So Peter had to clean and cut every single piece of aluminum in this house.
Oh, wow.
It was a lot. But you can kind of see, we tried to recreate it again. It won't be this messy, but 4 original walnut walls. These are the only walls we had to replace just because we couldn't get it clean. There'll be a rolling before pictures on the TV screen.
Okay.
Okay, so there will be some before pictures here. And they'll just kind of, that way people can see the renovations and things like that. We added the gas fireplace last year, just because we wanted it to be a little bit cozier. And then I usually have one docent there, and then I have one docent, Fletch.
The blue bathroom.
These are the Austin Cox chess set. This is commissioned by Alcoa. I'll just leave a sign out. There'll be a couple other signs out in different places. I'll probably put away the lamp.
What is that blue piece on the wall?
So this is the chess set.
Oh, okay. Okay, those are the pieces.
So this is an Alcoa. Alcoa commissioned this artist named Austin Cox. You can see it on the bottom.
Sure, come here.
To make these, and so they're super light. And they commissioned and gave them to their best clients. The story was they gave one to each of the Alcoa homeowners, but I kind of doubt it because these were commissioned in 1962 and this house was built in 1957. So I doubt that they actually did, but that was the story. So I got one for Peter. And so this will be sitting room.
Any
For
story
Peter.
behind the red lamp, or?
This was client. So there's a whole bunch of pieces in here that we've purchased from clients and from people we know. And so we have one here and we have one across. It has a name. I can't remember what it is. But so just different pieces over the years that we've just commissioned to. Like these were original to the house. So we bought these from the homeowners. They were in one of the bedrooms. This won't be here. I have a grandson.
Oh.
This is a little cleaner. We have the original doors. They're just like the front gold doors, but they were off because, of course, washing machines were bigger after they did that. But we like the way we bought one that we could put in here, but we don't like the doors up. So
What about the wallpaper?
we added the wallpaper because we wanted it to feel like a finished space. So we had it added in the cabinetry and the wallpaper and kept it here. So. Everybody
light?
always runs into the mirrors, so just be careful.
This light, is it also?
We got it from an estate sale. Yeah, it wasn't here originally, but honestly, a lot of people kept running into this mirror, so we wanted to add it here. We added one on that side of the house and added one here too. That we just kind of felt like it went with the colors. Peter's working on some stuff in this bathroom.
Oh, wow.
Just some additional trim pieces. Whoops.
Beautiful.
So I'll put the second docent will kind of be in here guiding people. What we came across the problem with last time is, and so we'll close this door, is they'll go back into here, but they're going to go out and back in. What happened was this became a big choke point because people would go in and come out. We could only let in like a couple people at a time.
Yes.
So this time I'm going to close that door and I'm going to have people come in through here. So that's originally was the primary bedroom, the one next door. But we made this the primary bedroom. No, let's see. The one that Fletcher did. Sorry, laying on my bed. And we just got back from Charlotte this morning. So we made this the primary because what we did was we took the back third of the courtyard and we built this addition. So the second person can kind of stand here and people can look in that bathroom, but I'm going to have another docent over by the other bathroom because I think that's a better example.
Okay.
So you'll stand here. These are the original doors. You can tell they're not perfect, but they're the ones we have. Peter had to rebuild them all. They were all mostly off their hinges. And this is kind of an interesting thing that Goodman did. He wanted the light to go through. So these are this is transom glass through, with the idea that you could let light through with the cypress ceiling, and then all original colors to the house. Like this is the original color black. We just matched it. It had rice wallpaper. We just replaced it. I'll leave a sign out here, but Pete Diebel did this furniture for me. So this is an original vintage piece, but this bed and the nightstands, Pete Diebel built for us, which is kind of cool. And
So the person who built the furniture, do you want to talk a little bit about
I'll
his?
have like a little note, just like the Austin Cox one.
Yes.
I'll just leave a note on here for him.
But can you just tell me just in a few
So
words?
his name is Pete Diebel. It's like Deeble. He's out of California. But I really liked him because one, he just does a beautiful job. But he also it all has drawers. So it gave us some extra storage space that was sort of hidden away. And then he took, this was our Brasilio dresser. Wait a second, it's PJ. Hey, JJ. Well, she could go with me. Okay, well, she could always go with me, so. But, yeah. Well, I'll text her and say if she wants to come with me, she certainly can. Okay. So this is all an addition. So from that line on, this was the back part of this courtyard. And so when you look at the front room, which you'll see, this is where it ended. And so this was all courtyard. The inner courtyard went from front to back. And so we took the back third of the courtyard so that I can have a walk-in closet. I'll just put a do not enter in here, just mostly because I'm going to put like the dog stairs and my laundry baskets and shove them into here. And then what I'm going to do is people will come in through this door. Then they'll go out the courtyard right here and in that door.
No bathroom, right? So
No, they can go to the bathroom.
Okay.
This will all be open and they can go in here. But I just want it to be like one way so they don't have to come back out that door again. So they'll come in here and then they'll go back into this entrance. And so you'll just direct them, say, hey, you'll go right in here and then you can go in the middle bedroom.
Okay.
And then that will keep everybody moving in one direction. And then this was all courtyard space, and so we turned this into a primary bathroom. These are Kerf cabinets. They're out of Washington State, and they do a beautiful job. So they did the martini bar, they did this, they did the my linen closet here, and my magazine rack.
Beautiful. So much light.
Yeah, so
So
it's
much
kind of, isn't it pretty? So they did a
Beautiful
and then
light.
this is across this all look much neater again, but you know. And then I'll have them go out this door and right inside that door. But we'll go this way so you don't have to, since the other door's probably locked. And then this was the original primary.
Look at that burst of color. So happy.
There's so much color in this house. So this was the original primary. It was designed to look out to the courtyard, which really just looked out into the carport. And these are the original upper cabinets right here.
Oh,
So
okay.
these were in the workshop, covered in mouse poop. And we cleaned them up. We didn't paint them. These are all original colors.
So the kitchen was the 4 colors?
The kitchen was these 4 colors. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
which was great. I mean, Goodman was so innovative for his time to add so much color. Probably a little bit too innovative for the time, but so we just put them on here in peg legs to make a sideboard and added glass on top. And then this is really the only storage in the house other than the workshop. And these are on piano hinges. So we keep all of our holiday stuff up here. It's like very
What are the
careful.
piano hinges?
Piano hinges are these kind of hinges. So see them right here? And the whole thing swivels on these big long hinges.
Oh,
It's kind of like a piano, like the way the piano would open. And these open up and they come out here in the middle and then you get on a ladder and that's your storage. So we...
amazing.
And then these are going to go out front. These just came today. So this is the Better Homes and Gardens that was about this house. And so my photographer, these are going to be on easels so that if people are waiting in line, they can read about the house.
Beautiful.
And so it's like exciting new ways to build with aluminum. This is what the original kitchen looked like. And this is what that outside, this is now my courtyard.
Isn't that interesting to look at those
Yeah.
old pictures
Yep.
and to, like, this is your
Exactly.
home.
To see this is our home.
This is your home.
And
This
these
is
you can
the-
see here. This talked about the different parts of this. One was a record player. One was a desk that came out on these pieces of it. It talked about all the different pieces of it. So these will go. This was the inner courtyard from front to back. Was here, and then we just recreated it. All the concrete was broken, so we just recreated it with concrete. And this actually is AstroTurf is here. And then the garage will be closed. It'll be locked. We have 2 cars in the garage, and they'll probably go, if it's a nice day, they'll go in the, on the driveway.
Collectible?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
there's a Corvette and a 57 Chevy. So, and then this neon sign. So
gotta see
people will
those
come out of my bedroom.
Ooh.
This is Don't Worry Baby.
Ooh.
So this was, every time Peter walked in this house, he said, oh my God, what have we done? This is like a nightmare. I can't believe we've done this. And I said, don't worry, baby. We've got a vision. It's going to look great. So I made him a neon sign that said, don't worry, baby. So people will come out of my bedroom.
neon sign.
And then they'll come in here. So that way they can kind of keep the flow going and it'll be easier. But these will go outside on easels. So my photographer came in. She took these for me.
So she took pictures of
She took
original.
of the original magazine.
Okay,
And
you
then she
have.
blew
Do you have
them
the
up.
original magazine?
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
But I'll put it aside just because I
Yes,
don't want people
you
to
don't
open
want
it.
people to touch it.
I
Yeah.
don't want people to touch it because it's kind of frail. I mean, you
Yes.
can see, look, it had the pages starting to come apart. So she photographed the whole thing and put it on big boards. Yeah?
I'm gonna go look at George's car real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Are you leaving?
Not till 5 or a couple minutes after or before. I don't know. So then they'll come through here.
Can you tell me a little bit about the art on the window?
So this art actually came from a client in Hollin Hills, and it's kind of cool. It's on. Let's see if I can take a piece off.
Because
It's on magnets.
Oh, how cool!
Isn't it cool? So the artist who did it painted these pieces of acrylic,
And then you.
and then they were on these magnetic pieces.
So you can interchange them if you get
You
tired
can
of the
move them
arrangement.
around. You can adjust them.
Beautiful.
And so when that's really kind of the joy of this neighborhood, this house, am doing so much business in this house is that we've been able to like really curate pieces that we love, or from clients. Like the Martini Lounge furniture came from the original Martini Lounge I ever was in, and this came from a house up on Rebecca. My gout stool came from another one. That's a lamp that was from the original homeowner. We bought that lamp. So we've just been able to sort of buy different pieces over the years and keep them and do things with them. So anyhow, those won't be there. Those will be back. This is the painting that he drew in person, and it's going between two pieces of glass that will go in that room. But the first piece of glass, they drilled the holes wrong. So he did this in the last tour live. So now he'll...
That is such a wonderful idea, though, to just have, but when people are waiting there,
I know,
to just put a few easels out there and just have them paint while they're waiting. It's such a phenomenal idea.
So this is what the same size of the original room was than the one that we just built. So in essence, imagine this room, but with this addition. So so people will come. I'll show you the bathroom. So they'll do the bathroom first, and then they'll come through, and then they're going to exit out this way. So this will be the exit of the tour, and then they'll go around here to the front again and go back out.
Okay.
So there'll be the third docent will stand at this bathroom. So this bathroom is really more of the showroom piece. Well, and both of them have the same sink, but I'll have pictures of the sink up here so they can see what they look like.
Before and after.
And that's why these are sort of the original, but I want the person who's the docent for here to sort of open this up and show people. So there won't be toilet paper here. But this is, in essence, we just put products up here. And so so I want, whoever does this docent piece will show off the bathroom. Like it has the, I want them to show them the toothbrush chrome holder. We chromed the toilet paper holder. And then look at this. So this, I'll take this down so this isn't here. But this is the scale. This is the scale.
Amazing.
So this is the original scale of the house, which is just so cool that they had this like
such a brilliant
kind of
idea.
Cool, yeah. So it really was this like fun, carefree, free house. So we did replace the tubs in the shower in the other one. We just had to deal with some plumbing issues underneath, so we tried to kind of keep it as retro as we could. But these are all original. The whole walls are original. All this aluminum had to come off and be cleaned. This whole wall had to be cleaned.
Also trimmed because of the concrete floor.
Also trimmed because of even this had to be raised up in the wall smidge so that it would open. And then we'll put, this is back to the beginning, so we'll put a piece of tape here. So people will, whoever the docent is, they can kind of show people. Then they'll send them back out to that front bedroom to go out the front. Okay. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
It's going to be great.
So what do you think? It's kind of fun, right?
I am really looking forward to next weekend, and this has a lot of flow.
None of this stuff will be here. This is all
beautiful.
We're giving away. We're big sponsors.